I did a thing.
Hey everybody, this is Todd from Todd Young Online. I am excited today. I did a thing, and I've been on a productive streak lately, and I wanted to share this with everybody. The short of it is, my physical low content prompt books are available on Amazon.com. I will put a link below if you want to go check them out. The long part of this is, I had a bunch of ideas that kind of finally came together. Uh, Normally, like at work, I use these little notebooks to kind of keep notes. Um, and then when they're full, I set them aside, kind of like a journal legacy of my time working on that project. Also, lately, I've kind of gotten to an age where I'm thinking more about the legacy of what I've left behind, um, which kind of converged with Ancestry.com and 23andMe and looking into my family. And I think maybe a lot of people have been remiss about um, the history or getting to know your relatives. I know I have. Like, I don't know much about my mom. I don't know much about my dad. I don't know much about my grandparents, and that's most of those opportunities are gone now. Um, I had been sitting down with a journal and kind of journaling my life for my daughter, and thought, um, what better way to kind of combine everything into having something permanent to pass along. This was originally, let me Judgment Day was a project I did several years ago where I just created a bunch of book covers. I was being snarky and traveling one day, and I wrote down titles for what I thought would be like these great book covers, created them digitally. The Judgment Day project, it's on my website, toddyoungonline.com, if you want to go check it out. But it was always a broader idea to be able to create blank books that had fun covers, and that you could go in and then fill out, and at the end of it you would have something that looked nice or looked kind of cool to sit on your shelf to make it look like you read. You're not a reader, but if you're like me, you might collect books and you might stick them on your shelf, and you might never, with the best of intentions, to go in and read them, but you might not. But they look good on your shelf, and then people come over and look at your bookshelf and they're like, "Oh, you read." So these were supposed to be originally just blank books that you could fill out and then have a story of your own. More recently, the idea kind of evolved, and the accessibility of platforms like Amazon KDP and ebooks and whatnot. But I wanted to create more of these type of agenda books, where you could go in, there's the date, fill it out, and at the end you had something. I The idea evolved a little bit more with um, having things to write about. Sometimes, you need a little bit of a push and a little bit of an idea to kind of fill things out. So I kind of combined all of that into these. So they have one side has the date. It has line page for you to write in. It has a blank page for you to draw in. So essentially, you can keep something you could take to work, something you could take wherever, something you could jot down your to-do list for the day, something that gives you a journal of that day, but it also has a prompt. Like right now, this one is, what are you most grateful for in your life right now? So you work through this, and with that legacy idea in mind, at the end of filling this out and working through it, you can put it on your shelf and then pass it along to your kids or somebody else who might be interested in your life. Hopefully, all of them are interested in your life. But beyond just the single volume, the first series is 6 covers covering 6 different volumes. This is just all 6 versions with the same cover, but there are 6 different covers, and each book is 200 pages. Each book is individual. So the first book is random prompts. The second book is themed prompts. So they go a little bit more consistently and keep stuff. The third book is drawing prompts. The fourth book are absurdist prompts to kind of break you out of what you might normally think of and get your mind going a little bit different. Fifth book is writing prompts, specifically for, they give you prompts for writing and you go through and create stories. And the sixth one is specifically for a memoir. So it will prompt you about your life and be able to write it. So by the time you're done, the idea is you have 6 volumes of your life to help you pass along to relatives, to children, to keep a journal of who you were at this specific point in time. And that's one of the things I like about putting the date on, because you can go through these again and again and again. And each book starts with asking you, who are you? So at the beginning of this, write down who you are at the beginning, because you may not do this, 100 days in a row. But by the end of it, it also asks, who are you now? So how have you changed over the time of writing in this book? You're keeping notes and putting a piece of yourself into these. I thought it was a really cool idea, and I got a set, and I ordered all 6 covers this morning, actually. But the idea is, with Judgment Day, the project, there are 36 covers. So I want to do, or will do, 6 series of different prompts over 6 covers. So by the time it's all done and available, there should be 36 volumes, 200 pages each, 100 prompts per book. So the first series alone is 600 prompts and 1,200 pages. So if you take this and you do it 6 times, you will have quite an omnibus of your life and a snapshot of who you were and who you became and what you were doing. I know, I wanted to do the drawing and writing prompts specifically because for the people who think they can't write or draw. And I just wanted to kind of emphasize, it doesn't matter. You're not, this is you, you're creating yourself. You're documenting yourself. It's for people who will appreciate you in the future. So I'm just really excited about this. I had this idea years ago, and it wasn't quite yet accessible, but now everything has come together lately. And my last, I had created these to also write the books. So as there's a title, you might look at the author's name. I took authors off of, I went out to projectgutenberg.org and took a bunch of real names from public domain works and slapped them on here. So that's why it looks like Mira Dirks has done this book, and Mira Dirks has done another book. So it's like, oh, this is a book by Mira Dirks. I'm like, oh, who is she? But no, I was just really excited to share this with you. I am like over the moon that this is done, and it's there really is we can work digitally all we want, but when you've got something physical in your hand that's available, it's a whole different feeling. It's really cool. I I'm still kind of speechless that I get to hold these now and get to work through them myself. It's a nice white paper inside. It's a decent, um, a really decent volume to kind of work through. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did in creating that, and I am looking forward to working through these myself. Um, and I always like to think about leaving a piece of myself behind, um, and even documenting myself. So I hope you enjoy these. I have really appreciated everybody's support in all of the projects and stuff I've posted and enjoyed, and the comments, and I really hope you'll check these out and maybe give them a try, and I hope they do for you what I'm hoping they do. And that's all for now.